how's it going? Really need to do a book haul. Need to clear out some space, so I'm gonna show you these books. So, thank you so much for sticking with me, and let's get started. I have a stack of books to go through, and then I also have 2 boxes to unbox for you today. One from Book Outlet, from their Black Friday sale, and one from eBay. So, yeah. The first book actually is a used book I got from the bookstore next to where I work. I believe you pronounce it Cinder's Midnight. The title makes it sound like a Cinderella retelling, but I believe it's actually a Beauty and the Beast retelling, which you know I have a soft spot for. Next, I got Gina Finn, which sounds sort of like an online rom-com You've Got Mail-esque type thing. Sounds really good. This is an ARC copy for it. It comes out April. Then I got an ARC of The Vanishing Throne by Elizabeth May. This is book 2 in the Falconer trilogy. It comes out June 2016. Very excited about that. And I got The Squire, His Knight, and His Lady by Gerald Morris. And I only picked this up because I'd actually heard about it from Novels and Nonsense's channel. I got Wide Awake by Erwin Raphael McManus. This is a non-fiction, like Christian life, I guess you would categorize it as. I've read Artisan Soul by this author and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done, and so I wanted to try one of his other books. Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. I've gone back and forth about whether I actually want to read this, but it sounds like a really fascinating story about redemption, and it's a historical fiction novel set in like the Gold Rush era, 1815 California. Next is a totally awkward love story, rom-com type contemporary. It comes out May. Next is The Many Lives of John Stone by Linda Buckley Archer. This is an ARC, and it comes out, it came out in October. This is like a time travel action-y type story, I think. An ARC that came out November. It's a Snow White retelling in the Wild West, so I had to try it, even though I'm pretty sure it's a middle grade because it's super short, but I don't know for sure. I picked up Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. This is an ARC, comes out in January, and I've heard good things about this author, and I believe it's the first book in a series. Already has like praise from early quotes it's gotten. It also is quoted by Sarah J. Maas. Throne of Glass fans might want to check this one out. Another ARC coming out in April is called The Glittering Courts by Rochelle Mead. Yes, she already has another book out. That lady is crazy with the writing stuffs. And it sounds like a historical novel, sort of like political intrigue and that sort of thing. And I picked up How to Eat Fried Worms by Thomas Rockwell. This is a children's classic. I believe I read it in school. And I got it for 50 cents because it was half off the sale price, so 50 cents. Couldn't pass it up. It's brand new. Love it. This one I've heard a lot about from Jesse the Reader. He read this book on his channel and he really enjoyed it, and it was only $1 also. And this is The Boundless by Kenneth Opel. The cover changed from the hardback cover, which is kind of a bummer, but I've heard it was an interesting story. Next, I got Gilded by Christina Farley, also really cheap. That's mostly why I picked it up, but I've also been wanting to try out this series, and the covers are gorgeous. This is probably one of the most exciting buys in this book haul. I don't know if you guys know, but there is a book, like a YA novel based on Frozen it's like the whole story from Anna's perspective, specifically, instead of third-person perspective. It's called A Frozen Heart from Disney's Frozen by Elizabeth Rudnick. Do you see this cover? Do you see this cover? They're doing the heart thing with the moon and the bridge, and it's even like colored like that on the hardback binding. I am so freaking excited to read this. I can't even tell you. Like, I can't believe that I found it for cheaper than like MSRP price, because I was so wanting this, but I wasn't going to pay the full price for it, and I found it for cheaper than the full price, and I'm so happy. I can't believe I have this. Check it out. It's gonna be awesome. This one's pretty cool too. I found The Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare. This is book 2 in the Infernal Devices series. I've had book 1 and book 3 for a while, but I wasn't able to find book 2 for a cheap enough price in the hardback to match my other two. And so I couldn't continue on because I wasn't gonna, I don't know. I just never thought of getting it from the library, I guess. I wasn't in enough hurry to read it to get it from the library. So I finally have this. So I have the whole series in the original hardback covers. It took me forever to find, so I'm happy I found this. Then at one of the dollar stores, I got a collection of YA paranormal short stories. Edited by Melissa Marr and Kelly Armstrong. It's called Enthralled Paranormal Diversions. It's a few years old. Oh, and it's signed. Little didn't know that. And I actually bought a classic. Can you believe it? The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. I've heard good things about this. It's super short. I picked up this book, Babushka and the Three Kings by Ruth Robbins. It's a children's book that won the Caldecott Medal, and it looked familiar to me when I saw it. I don't remember if I've read it before or not, but I like the illustration. Okay, this one should be good too. This is The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. I really don't know hardly anything about this book, except for apparently it's from the dog's perspective, or the perspective of a dog. I also grabbed Princess of the Silver Woods by Jessica Day George. I did read like 1 or 2 of her books before that I didn't really care for, but this is from a different series, I believe, so I decided to try it. There are more retellings of fairy tales. And then I found this beautifully watercolored illustrated version of The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, illustrated by Shiro Iwazaki. So it was illustrated by a Japanese artist, it looks like. It is beautifully illustrated, and I'm very happy to have found this. And then I found another Christmas book to add to my collection. It's The Christmas Humbugs by Colleen Monroe, and it's hardback and also has beautiful illustrations, so that's a win.